Welcome back, Scotch Gamers. Today is December 2nd, 2012. This is episode 13. It is our season finale, so we're bringing you everyone that's part of the show. It's going to be an amazing episode. We're all drinking. Everyone's drinking, so we're all probably going to get smashed. So let's get started. Our host today, start off, Shannon Miller. What have you been up to this week, and what are you drinking this show?
I've got the CC's, classic Canadian club.
Have a sip
That's
for the
actually
camera.
a triple C. Alrighty.
By the way, you'll have to have a drink while you're introducing yourselves again.
Excuse me. Been playing Far Cry 3 this week, and also selling the Wii U, so we'll talk about both of those things later on.
Alright, awesome. Nick, how about you, mate? How's your week been? What are you drinking?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm drinking a Crown Lager, the only beer I actually like. And this week I've been playing a bit of Far Cry 3 and making Shannon sell the Wii U.
Excellent. Alright.
That's not bad, I like it.
Alright. Chris Wilsey. Chris Wilsey. Back from the doghouse. What have you been up to, mate?
Yeah, doghouse was cold. This is super dry. Han. I don't know, I finished this one, but I've been up to this week is this. I've Guild Wars 2. That's all. Got to level 80s, a good achievement. But
that's max level, yeah?
Yeah, max level. Capped it. You know, now I'm actually bored of the game. That's it.
Yeah, I assume you would be.
I'm back to League.
Oh, well, so you downgraded. Awesome. And we've got our resident American, the one, the only, Chris Mayer, Dark Trance. What have you been doing this week? What are you drinking?
Fuck, man. Playing a lot of Black Ops 2 this week, you know. Wow, got 2 new heroic bosses, no big deal. Hanging out with my friend Keith, doing some stuff. Pretty cool. Met this girl from Ireland that he later fucked that night. Pretty cool girl. Anyway,
mate, this is a PG podcast. None of that stuff on here.
Sucks, mate.
Oh, alright. And we have with us, you know him as Fist Lord, we know him as the Invisible Man. He doesn't have a camera because...
That's the most scary thing about him, when he's invisible and fists you.
Yeah, we have Liam. He doesn't have a camera because he's bad at everything. But what have you been up to this week, and what are you drinking?
Been playing in Far Cry 3 as well, and some Fallout 3, surprisingly. And the beverage of my choice is a good old straight Scotch.
Awesome, excellent. As for me, been playing World of Warcraft actually quite a lot this week. Got 2 new heroic bosses, so that was pretty fun. Got back into Torchlight again. I know everyone's been crying out for me to play Torchlight more. Krazak, you need to play Torchlight. Why aren't you talking about Torchlight? You need to be doing it. So I went back in there, started playing again, made the fans happy. And what I'm drinking today is Johnny Walker. Green label, of course. They're running out of it in Australia. It's a fucking precious liquid. Drinking it straight, of course. And that's it. Gonna have a fucking sip now. Just excuse me for 1 second while I take a keen sip. Oh, that's the good stuff.
Excuse, mate.
That's the good stuff. That is amazing. Alright, we're going to get straight onto our news today. We've got some cool news. Like the Ouya, another console has come to Kickstarter. It is called the Oton, I assume short for autonomous. It is a console that promises to people to be able to create games on it themselves. Developers apparently aren't going to have to pay any costs to the people that make the Oton. They're just going to be able to make 100% of the money themselves. They want 900 something thousand on Kickstarter. I don't really understand how they're going to make money with this console.
How much did the Ouya want on Kickstarter?
About 900,000 as well.
No, I think they wanted like 750, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. But they made like 8 mil, so that's a decent.
Yeah. Well, that's because the console sounded amazing. This one sounds like shit.
Yeah, personally, I think it's a big scam. If you watch the video, it's just a lot of sales pitching, like, oh, this idea. They've got nothing concrete to work on. it just looks like an Atari. It looks bad. The control looks like shit from what I've seen.
Imitation control looks like.
Yeah,
Is it?
and I don't know, like, even if you create your own games, the only games you realistically probably be able to create are just like platformers, Mario type stuff, I assume. Like, where are you gonna get the? I don't. It's a lot of work to make something that we can create your own games. I don't think they can do it. I think it's a big scam. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it
don't
sounds
know
pretty.
until you relate it, do you?
Sounds pretty dodge. I mean, these guys actually get the money.
Yeah.
I reckon we should make a console next called the Scotch Box, something like that. 'cause-
Oh
It
my
dispenses
god.
scotch every game you win.
yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Instead of
yes.
achievements, you get scotch out of it. That'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, no,
I'd kickstart that.
yeah, it sounds pretty.
Oh,
God.
They've got no plan. They've got no plan to make money. I mean, you can't make a machine that doesn't make you money in some way.
Yeah,
So
like,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what.
scam.
That is the main reason. Like, I'm really concerned about this. I mean, how are they gonna make money? Like, just by selling the console? You don't make money like that as a games developer. You just don't.
Yeah.
You need
In fact-
software to promote it.
None of the big companies make off their consoles. It's all about the game.
Yeah.
They just need to get the user base established. Obviously, these guys saw the success of Ouya and thought they'd cash in on the the nerd market. They thought everybody would give them money too. Yeah, I'd be pretty interested to see what's going to happen with this one, but I hope it just fades away because it sounds pretty dodgy. I would hate to see people get ripped off because Kickstarter's such a great idea. You know what I mean? Like to give people who are struggling a chance.
Yeah.
Like, people start scamming people, that's going to take people away from Kickstarter and make them suspicious of like, legit things that are trying to get off the ground.
Well, so far I think they've only made like $48 or something. For last when I checked this morning, they may have increased it. I don't know. Actually, no, I won't.
I'll check right now.
You check, mate, because I can't be fucked doing it right now. But they made like $48. One person had fucking kickstarted it. It may have improved since it's been on like the major news sites. I think. You gonna kickstart, Shannon? Are you the one person that's kickstarted so far?
It's a weird machine. It's I don't. It makes its own games. I don't know.
It's autonomous.
I know, and then they say like, oh, developers can make games really easily. Well, why would fucking developers do it if it makes its own? I think it's the weirdest. Like if they, okay, first off, if they actually were legit and they got this thing working and like people did fund it, like it'd be absolutely crazy to see a machine make its own games. But in the same breath, the games would be fucking awful.
Yeah.
They're like thousands of levels upon levels upon levels. Like, what are they going to be? Just fucking really long running sections where you jump onto a block. Like, I think that is going to be massive continuous games of Mario.
That'd be, yeah, just clop clones.
And the control.
That wouldn't be bad though. If it was
What
massive
a
games of
fucking
Mario to
awful
finish,
thing.
I wouldn't even mind that. That'd be fun.
If you're going to pay $579 to play Mario forever.
That's another thing.
Well,
it's an expensive console. It's an expensive console.
Nah.
Not gonna do it.
That's interesting, actually. Like, could you imagine if your game's like autonomously making its own levels and stuff? So you'd never have the same shit as anyone else. How would you ever compare game stuff? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't be like, oh, did you play that mad level where blah 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 happens? Like, well, no.
Word job to that block.
My machine
No, I
hasn't come
haven't
up with
played
it yet.
another.
Yeah, it'd be crap.
My console
No,
just
anyway.
stuck on the first level. Doesn't know how to fucking make any blocks. Fucking dud machine. But yeah, probably not gonna get it. Myself, I'm not a big console guy. But Nick, you're
You
a big
mean
console
not
guy.
gonna support it?
Yeah, not gonna support it. You are the big console guy, Nick. I know you're harding this machine.
No, I'm gonna hold out Scotchbox, man. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I'm waiting that. When we do that, then I'll be playing it. But no, I'm sticking clear of this one. Big scam.
Alright, well, from the Oton to the Ouya, their dev kits shipping this month, so they're going ahead quite well actually. The dev kits are being sent out. They're not actual what the consumer's going to get, I think, but I'm excited. I am excited this is moving ahead. It seems like quite a fast rate. You going to get one, Nick?
Yeah.
you gonna get it when it comes out? Do you? You're not gonna get an Oton?
Sorry, was that directed to me because it was breaking up a little bit?
Yeah, sorry Nick. About the
that's
the
cool,
dev
cool.
kits shipping. You excited that
Yeah, I
this is
haven't
moving
actually-
ahead?
I haven't forked out one myself yet. I probably should have, honestly. It was just slackness. Did you put money down for one, Shannon? I can't
no, I
remember.
didn't.
You were talking about.
Like, you can still
Yeah.
put out, you can buy them anyway.
Yeah, I
Bro,
might
how do
wait till
you-
it actually is out. But yeah, no, I'm interested actually. I think it's going to be a great machine. It looks like it's going to deliver, you know, on all the promises they've made, and even the game development side of it, because I've always sort of been interested in that. Used to play around with it back in the day. I'd be interested in finding out what it can actually do and try it out. Yeah, definitely. I'll be on that.
Nice, nice. Are you still gonna get one, Shannon? I know.
Oh, definitely. I want to watch TV on my TV, man. $99 for sure. I think the only thing that kind of worries me is dev kits are shipping now. Apparently, weren't they wanting to ship the product like March, April?
They probably won't make the day, man.
It's something like 14.
Thing is, Shannon, like they
Oh, I
wanted.
suppose it can open the first day with all the Android games, can't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is all the Android developers, they're all just going to tweak their games. Instead of making new games for the console, they're just going to tweak all their existing games for the console. Which is fine, because you need a base of games to start a console with anyway, and most of them are going to be ports. Look at the
One
Wii
really
U.
cool
Look at the
thing,
Wii U.
One cool thing though that it actually just dawned on me just then. I would probably say it's going to have like the biggest launch library for a console. Like, you know, every other console is capped by how many developers are actually making games for it when it launches. Like, you know, the Wii U had a pretty good launch lineup. Like, they had like 25 to 30 games, whereas this is going to have hundreds. You know, it's already going to have all the Android games to back it up on day one, that's pretty awesome when you think of it.
Yeah, but you could argue that you had that too, because I mean, you've got the entire Wii back catalogue to play
Yeah, I
on it.
guess.
You know what I mean? It's the same kind of thing. I mean, any machine that releases, I think every console should release with some kind of backwards compatibility with their old library. It's just a smart move, because machines that just don't do very well, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think you always need a backwards compatibility. So hopefully they continue doing that.
Alright,
I still
Craig,
don't
how do you
know
spell this
what-
console again?
Oh, by the way, I found it. The Oton still only has one backer. $49 of 1 million. 1 month left, guys. Get in.
How do you spell it?
Get in now while it's hot.
How do you spell it, Nick?
I'll put in 5 cents.
OT what?
OTON for it. It's a pretty interesting concept. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to buy an Oton when it comes out, you know.
OTON delivers no results.
I found it, don't worry about it.
No, I want to look it up though. I want to see about this thing.
You do that while we continue on with the show. Alright. Alright,
on, Chris.
I assume everyone knows what the humble bundles are. Usually they're for indie people really, that for indie games a bundle will come, you'll pay however much you want for the bundle, and then you'll own those games. Surprisingly though, this week THQ came out with a humble bundle of their own. It features such games as Darksiders, Metro 2033, Red Faction, Company of Heroes, Opposing Fronts,
All the expansions.
Tales of Valor, and if
Thanks,
you
bro.
pay the average of what everyone else has been paying, I think right now it's $5.69, you will get Saints Row the Third as well. So, what do you think of that deal, guys? Because they're real games. They're not indie games. Those are real games.
All the games I've never played before.
And a good thing as
So
well
why
is
not?
that you can choose however much you want to pay for it, and it can either go to charity or it can go to THQ. The CEO of THQ paid, I think it was $1,000 for the games, and he gave it all to charity. Have any of you guys picked it up, or you guys think this is a pretty amazing deal? Yeah.
Pretty good deal.
I think it's
deal.
Yeah.
a great deal. Too bad I already
if I
have
play
like
PC,
all the
I'd buy
games.
that.
I'm gonna
So
buy it
you
right
want-
now.
You guys are clashing now. We'll go one at a time. Go Nick, mate.
Yeah,
You can start off.
all of those, all of those games are pretty awesome. I think I've played them all, but they're all great games in their own rights. Getting in any kind of bundle's freaking amazing. If anybody's missed any, I don't know, 2, 3 of those games, like, buy it. It's freaking awesome. Not to mention, the charity aspect too. Why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Well, I think the main point of it being there is to help THQ. Like, I know that the last time I checked, they made 2.2 million so far for THQ. Money is basically there, so THQ doesn't die as a company.
Yeah.
Like, you can choose if you want to put it to charity. I suppose it is a charity in a way, even if it does go to THQ.
It was their last resort.
Well, I'm not
You know
trying
what?
to be mean. I'm.
THQ is an awesome company. Like they
Yeah.
don't deserve to go down. Honestly, they've, as far as I'm concerned, always released quality, games, and it's just shit that they're even struggling. So I mean, yeah, for charity and all, but yeah, I hope THQ gets a bit of a boost from it too.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, total payments are up past $3 million.
There you go.
The
That's
re-
working.
The reason I didn't get it personally is because I have just no interest in those games. Like I play Darksiders, have no interest in Company of Heroes, don't really care about Saints Row the Third. But
Which Red Faction was it? Was it Guerrilla or
Armageddon.
Armageddon.
I would have
Armageddon.
put Guerrilla, honestly, but Armageddon's good too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's a good deal all around. You gonna pick it up, Wilsey? I know you like
I was
games.
I was about to purchase it just then, but then I'm like, all I'm going to do is play League of Legends anyway, so I won't have to play all those games.
You can pay $1, man.
Yeah.
And get everything but Saints Row 3, though. I
Yeah, $1 though,
It's always nice to have options.
I have to go through alternate banking and stuff. Ah, nah.
$1 in this economy.
Yeah, I know, right? I'll leave it. I'll leave it, mate.
Well, one of the good things about it is THQ's share price, I think, jumped 30% or something like that after this came out. So I guess it is working in that respect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think good on them.
yeah, good on THQ, thinking outside the box, doing all the good things, good advertising, good for everyone. Alright, also for some Steam news, we have our first non-games to come through Steam Greenlight, their Greenlight program that they run on Steam. The games are, or not games, the programs are Bandicam, Game Recorder, Construct 2, which is a game making app for people who want to make their own games, Display Fusion, which is a organizer for multiple monitors. So say you run 2, 3 monitors, it'll organize your screens better, I guess. Hit Film 2, which is sort of like a Vegas type film program where you edit films, and then You Need a Budget 4, which is obviously just a budget thing. Do you guys see this as a direction that Steam could go? Like, obviously right now Steam's pretty much just been about games. Do you think they could turn it into an all-round store on the internet where people just could buy everything, like all types of software?
Well, it makes sense in a business perspective. Like, we all know, well, the guys that were using PC over the weekend, the last week I should say, how massive their Steam sale is, how many people they get concurrently on their like sales page. Like, they had like 6.5 million. It peaked at one point over the week. So to have 6.5 million people on their store or playing their games and just getting that advertising out there, it's a no-brainer really to have more people to see things that aren't games. And Kurt actually told me today about the Bandicam recorder because I was wanting to record some stuff for Far Cry 3 and I used it and it was awesome. Like, the free version of the program lets me like record at 30 frames a second in like 1080p or whatever resolution I'm playing the game at. So for free, that's really awesome, and it came out amazing. So
Had the Bandicam logo on the thing though, didn't it?
oh, it had it across the top of the screen. It had like a watermark, but I would definitely, if I was to continue on like wanting to rip video from games or whatever and start posting them up when I get better net, I would definitely pay for it because that was awesome. So that's any indication.
Do you know how much it costs for the non-trial version? Did you look it up, Shannon?
Yeah, I'll look it up right now. I'll I'll look at it right now. You guys can keep talking.
Alright, Liam, you love Steam.
Yes, mate.
What do you think about? Do you think there's a way that the company could go? I know this isn't really the way the company's going, it's just green light. But do you think they could go this way in the future? Obviously, as like just more like a store.
$37, by the way. 37 because it's really cheap. I would definitely pay for that. There you go.
I see it as a way that they could expand their range of gamers, and
You're cutting out a bit there, mate. Yeah, I think you might need to change the sensitivity a bit. You're cutting out quite a bit.
Oh, sorry, mate. Is that
It
better?
begins.
It begins.
Take a shot, guys. Take a shot.
Continue on.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say, I'm going to use the split screen adjustment because I'll be getting a second monitor soon, so that will come in handy.
Awesome. By the way, if you guys are playing at home, we're doing a sort of a drinking game. Not really, but every time someone pays out Liam, you have to take a shot or take a drink of the drink you're drinking. So that was our first one. Drink up, guys.
I hate all of you.
We'll see. I know you like Steam quite a bit. You actually, you're a fiend for Steam. So
I hate Steam.
what do you think about this?
Like, it's a good idea to broaden their store. Like, the Hit Film 2 looks pretty interesting. Like, I'd want to try to make a video on that to see what that's about, because Vegas 11 always gives me shit.
For
So,
a low price
maybe
of $300.
$300?
Yeah.
You said 300? That's cheap. I'm on it. Thanks. Thank you.
Get your credit card, Chris. Quick,
I
get
will.
it out.
I've got it out a lot of times to Steam. Good guy.
Alright.
When you're struggling to get $1 earlier?
Yeah.
He just found 299 of them.
The hot on his couch. Alright, Nick, go on for you,
But
mate.
gift it to me if you want.
Go on for you,
Well,
focus.
Clearly, like, I don't use them a lot because I'm not a PC gamer, but I mean, I know enough about Steam to know they can pretty much sell anything with a lot of success. So yeah, I think anything they put on there is going to be pretty successful. They've probably got a lot more traffic than most department stores and computer shops or wherever you get that kind of those programs. Why wouldn't you put it on there?
Exactly.
Like, anyone who gets in bed with Steam's going to make a lot of money.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
that's very true.
our next one is for you console people out there. Sony has a patent for a controller that splits in half and can be used as a motion controller. I've seen like some little
Double face palm.
things of it, and apparently it's got like it's got some gyroscopic shit in it. You wave it around. I think it's like an extension of the move shit they have. I mean, I guess this is fun. It's
You know the only
it's
positive
fucking
thing I see?
weird.
The only positive thing I see out of it is if you're driving with the controller, you open both windows on either side of you, you split the controller in half and you throw it both ways. How awesome would that be?
But seriously,
That would be awesome.
seriously though, Nick, I know you're a PlayStation 3 guy. I know that's you. You love the PlayStation 3.
Okay.
So this is you. This is all you.
Okay,
They're building this for you, mate.
Sony, are you listening? Please listen. Actually, you know what? All the console companies can take a note from this. Up with the crazy peripherals. Nobody cares. Like, well, you know what? Just every peripheral they release is just garbage. It just fades and takes up space in our back room. It's just awful. Like, the Wonder Book just came out. Oh my god.
What a
Have we
genius
sold
piece.
one, Shan?
Nah.
Have we sold one? We haven't.
Nah. Nah.
Like,
What's the
what
Wonder Book?
hell, man?
Exactly, Chris. What is a Wonder Book?
No
No
books to read Harry
What
Potter.
the fuck is it, man?
It's a book to be used in conjunction with your move. The book is basically blank. It has a bunch of AR codes and things, and when you open it using whichever disc you've got in there, it actually has pages that sort of come to life, which, you know, is a nice idea, but just never works. Everything associated with movement is just horrible. Like, yeah, you know, this controller thing's just got to
And anytime you you add like something that you have to put together and take apart and put together and take apart over and over again, that shit's gonna break. It will. Like,
Yeah, true.
That's true.
Wear down, obviously.
I don't understand.
It's like
I don't understand them.
constantly trying to force it down our throats stuff. I mean, they've accepted that people want to use a normal controller, which is why they've made this thing be able to connect. But they just can't seem to understand why they're not selling them. It's just people aren't interested. It ain't broke. Don't fix it. Like, just let it
You
go.
know what I think, actually? I was just thinking about it then. I don't actually think it's about an idea anymore. Because instead of having to have 2 separate controllers, one for Move and one for, like, as a normal DualShock, this will be your DualShock. That...
Yeah, Shannon. Okay, you know what? I'll give Shannon a little bit of backing there. I know exactly what you're saying. It was a great idea before the Move came out. Like how they probably should have done it in the first place. They might have had a little bit more success. But
Yeah.
I mean, the Moves come out, all that shit's come out. Nobody wants to buy another fucking controller.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think that this will be a brand new controller for PS3. I think that this could be a controller for PS4. This could actually be the controller that ships with your console, and you use it as a Move controller. And see, if they do it like that, that makes sense. If they bring it out as just another attachment for your PS3, it's a waste of time. We know what it's like to sell Move controllers. We sold for maybe like fucking 5 in the first week, and then none ever since.
I don't think they're going to develop it for the PS3, and that'd be a waste, especially with the PS4 coming very soon.
Yeah, and it's a patent as well, so patents are just complete blueprints. They could never happen, and if it's going to happen, it's going to be a while anyway until they actually start developing it. So if they do it that way, it makes sense.
As long as this thing looks like regular PS3 controller when it's attached, I'll be happy to use one.
Yeah.
I love the Sony controller. Like, it's been the same since PS1. As long as it maintains its shape, I'll be pretty happy.
Alright, so we got half a thumbs up for Shannon, and generally thumbs down for the rest of us. So, Sony, you know, you're doing alright, I guess.
I'm still trying to work out ways.
A little bit of information on Dragon Age 3. The lead writer was talking about how they had some creepy sort of rape-ish creepy rape-ish sex scenes in the game, and that because their staff was mainly comprised of females in the writing team, that they got cut because they're like the females were like, nah, this isn't we're not comfortable with this, and took it out. Like, I can understand, I guess, where it comes from, but like, I don't want all the creepy like sex stuff to be taken out of my games. Like, where would you be without like Mass Effect 2, Jack? Like, you were essentially trying to fix her up, and you could have sex with her if you wanted to. This emotionally damaged person, and like, creepy can be good. Is what I want to say.
I just find it funny that needed females to actually inform them that girls don't like rape. Like, I think that's kind of... I'm guessing that's probably why most of them are actually single. I'm guessing.
Well, but do you think we should? Do you think having that sort of content like in games is fine, or do you think that like I just don't want a homogenized product when we come to games in writing style? I want like films where you can like have something cool like what was that? The girl with the dragon tattoo or something, where she got raped in that film, and like sure it was uncomfortable and everything, but it made for a good film, and I want to see like games be able to have that same sort of thing where like sure it makes you feel uncomfortable, sure it's creepy, but it's
it makes sense in the context of the game.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. It has to, like with everything in my video games, whether it be violence, sex, coarse language, nudity, if it's within the context of the story, I think it is good. But when it's forced in there, like that's when when it's violence or sex for the sake of just selling games, it has to be within the context of the story, and it's very hard because like a lot of people aren't gonna agree that yes, it made sense for that story. So yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one.
What I find weird though is that people are perfectly fine with having these games where we're just like chopping the fuck out of people, like ripping people's limb from limb, destroying everyone, and then like you have just like a little bit of sex in the game and people get up in arms and stuff. I find it hypocritical in some ways. I guess it's not really the subject.
Is that
That's-
video games?
that's-
or is that
that's
Australian
people.
video games?
That's people in general, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's our country that causes a lot of the problems.
Your country, what?
Nah, it's well, Americans make all the games, so
Wait,
like
did you play Dragon Age?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like the rape scene?
Liam, do you want
Sorry?
Because you're a
Yes.
rapist.
Liam, do you want more sex in your Dragon Age games?
Not really. Like Nick, unless it's
I want
in
more
the
sex in my
content of the
Dragon
story,
Age
that's about
games.
it.
Look, I actually
I
want
just
more
love
sex in
sex
them.
in games, you know? Yeah.
If it's in the right context, I want the sex. No, but no, what I mean is, like, if it's in the right context, if it's in the context of the game, I don't mind, like, having to sit through a creepy, like, uncomfortable scene. Like, in Heavy Rain, there was, from what I understand, there are a bunch of them. And, like, I won't explore, but, like, some of the games where, like, there are uncomfortable shit where, like, in the games, I don't mind sitting through them if it's in the context and it serves a purpose. You're right.
Can I add something? This is touching on a subject that I'm sure we're going to hit on later. Far Cry 3. A few of us are playing that now, and you're right. It hits on like so many topics. Like you know, it just it's the violence. All these topics. You've essentially these characters who have been kidnapped. I really thought they were actually going to go there with one of the scenes where one of the women is actually acting and on video. I think Shannon knows which scene I'm talking about. I thought they were perhaps going to go in that route, and I could have totally seen that happening and made me feel more emotionally invested in taking down this bad guy because he just is that fucking bad. But I mean, they didn't go there. It's funny because it just seems to be, you're right, like it's just a subject that not a lot of people want to touch, even when they are trying to be out, like for instance Far Cry 3.
Exactly. Like, and I think games should be able to go there. I think they should be able to go there, and they shouldn't be like. But like, yeah, you're also on the other side. Like, you don't want it there just for like it being there as well, I guess. So, yeah. If it was like, in Dragon Age, if it wasn't like serving a purpose, then I could see them taking it away. But that's just my opinion on the subject.
Yeah, I'm all for freedom in video games, but I don't know. I think maybe it's not. I could see it in the story, but I don't think I would actually want my main character, to actually be able to engage in it. Honestly, I think maybe it'd be going a bit too far. Like, consensual sex is one thing, but to actually be able to rape a character and that be within my control, I think maybe that might actually be crossing a line, and I didn't think that'd actually be a line that I would ever say, no, I don't want to cross. But yeah, no, I don't think we should be able to do it. It should be within the context of the story and be a different character or motivating factor to
It's the same when you attack children in games. You know, you see them running around, and you just want to kill them. But
yeah, like
you can't.
Oh my god, we just went there.
We just went there. You know Skyrim, you're trying to kill everyone in the town, but then there's children that run around.
No, see, the thing is,
Well,
like,
you know what?
I agree.
No, we can't bag him. We've all taken a swipe at a child in Skyrim. Come on, everyone's done it.
That's true. Yeah.
The thing
Exactly,
is
I
I agree with you, Chris, though, because it actually takes you.
They've got really annoying faces.
It takes you out of the time. In like, say you're in Skyrim and you're playing this evil guy that is just slaughtering the town, and you find they're like, all right, let's just kill everyone in the town. You're happily just like murdering everyone in the town, and the game's letting you do that. And then you try to attack like a kid, and they're like invincible monsters that can't be destroyed.
Especially when
it takes you out. It takes you out of the game.
With me.
It takes you out of the game, I think. Like, killing it would fit in that context. I think, like, not enabling you to takes you out of the game and is actually poor game design. In my opinion, not being able to kill children.
Well, it's
in games.
mid-Eve, so, you know, a lot of shit could happen back there.
Well, I'm a prick, so I'm going to say I'm all for not killing kids.
We don't want to kill kids. We want to kill.
Not in real life. This is a
We want
game.
to punch them.
Kill me.
You just want to punch them really hard.
Oh.
No, it's not about killing kids, it's about raping. Isn't that what we're talking about?
Oh god, let's
Definitely not
just
about
stop.
raping kids.
Can we move on?
Oh my
Can we just
god.
move on?
We'll move on, but that
Yeah.
I find
Do you have anything to
God.
say?
this subject though is
No, let's not bring the Fist Lord into this.
this
Are we
is actually
rolling Liam drink?
this subject though is, I think it's a touchy subject, but I think it's one that people need to actually talk about, and I'm glad we actually could talk about it right now. So we'll move on. Zynga and Facebook have dialed back their relationship. What that means is that Zynga games now don't have to be on Facebook. They can have Zynga games on their website and have them not be on Facebook, whereas previously they had to be, if they had them on the website, they had to be on Facebook as well. On the flip side, Facebook can now make their own games. Previously, they could not make games for their own platform. Zynga had the rights to make games for Facebook.
Wait, Facebook's a platform for making games now?
It is today.
It is today.
Oh no.
What this
World is a fucked up place.
what
I want rape
Can't wait
in
for
my
the
games.
notifications.
basically what this means is that now Zynga has the ability to create like gambling games. We all know that they want to make gambling games, real money gambling games, but they couldn't before because if they put it on their website, it had to be on Facebook. Facebook would not allow it. They will make gambling games for their customers. But after news of this, their share price dropped like 30 cents.
Ooh, fuck.
So it's already low. It's like trading at $2.30 or something. Something low.
It dropped.
It dropped again, yeah.
Interesting that it dropped.
I know. I would have thought that would be an increase because it seems like they're going to make more money.
Mate, everyone fucking likes Zynga and their fucking farm bill and everything.
Yeah,
I think
But they lost 3,000 employees. Is that?
Yeah. I think the problem is like
Okay.
Zynga over the last year have sort of just been losing, like, just exponentially. Like, every time they'll lose, like, team members, they have to fire them, they're just not making as much money. And I suppose by them saying also that they're going to start veering away from Facebook, which so many people use, kind of like, well, everyone's like, well, if you're not going to be, you know, using that audience that you already have established, then what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Like,
no
how
one
you
gives
gonna
a
make
fuck about you guys if you're not
yeah,
on Facebook.
that actually kind of
Fucking-
makes sense now that I think of it that way.
I'm not gonna
But,
log into a Zynga website and play Farmville. Fuck that.
Yeah, true.
I already hate the game enough. I
but
don't need to see ads for, you know...
But they can make
50
more
Zynga
adult
games.
games now that they don't have to be on Facebook, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, they have the freedom now to make gambling games, like poker games that have real... Because we all know they had their poker games before, but it wasn't real money. Now they can have
Yeah.
their poker games with real money, because Facebook obviously wouldn't allow that before, but now they don't have to put it on Facebook, so they're fine. Like, this could lead to an increase in revenue for them.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean, I think most of Zynga's success was the ridiculous amount of fake spamming that everybody copped. That made them actually think, oh fuck it, I'll just try. I keep hearing about this stupid game. Yeah, without that working for it, I wonder if that'll offset any profit that they sort of make by being able to have gambling games.
Yeah, well, they
It'd be
made...
interesting to see.
Sorry, continue, Nick. I'll wait until you
No,
finish.
I was done. Go, stop saying.
I was going to say, yeah, they've kind of dodged the whole social aspect of the gaming. Like, that's what they built their empire on, was the ability to spam on Facebook and invite your friends to play, and the only way that you could get further was to either spend money or invite others. So by removing both of those things and having it purely on their website, yeah, they're going to get increased revenue by actually having properly paid games, but people were still paying money anyway on Facebook for it. Like, people were playing the poker game, and they were still spending, they were still buying poker cards. Like, we sold poker cards all the time at work. It's not like a once-off thing that someone comes in and buys Zynga poker cards. Like, we actually sell quite a few. Like, people were already spending their money on playing a game which they weren't winning anything back on in real money. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to change much.
I wonder if there'll be some kind of social thing where, like, at least the people on the Zynga site will be able to, like, spam each other, like, your friend just lost their house on slot machine. Have a try. Like, that'd be sweet.
Have a fucking go, guys.
I'm
Bet
sure
your
you'll
house
do
today.
better.
No, I'm actually a little bit more... I'm liking this move, I think, for Zynga.
You like betting online,
I
that's
love...
fine.
I like betting.
You actually like playing poker online, you do.
I do like playing poker online. It's fun, and I win money because I'm good at poker.
We should play sometime.
You'd lose, but
Remember that time I had two aces?
yeah,
Your
and you
double ace,
lost.
and I folded.
What an idiot.
You're
Watch
really,
out.
Chris, you're really bad at poker. Alright,
Pocket aces, see you,
I
mate.
get better the more I...
moving on. Some analysts have been saying that Call of Duty sales could decline 10 to 15% year to year. Apparently they've already declined a little bit. I don't know, but Call of Duty is still
you know
huge.
why, right? That's pretty
Why?
obvious. All the fucking 12-year-old kids that played it to begin with are outgrowing it. Generations are changing, mate.
So do
Their
you think
audience
this,
is no longer there.
do you think this is accurate that it actually will decrease 10 to 15%, or do you think the analysts are full of shit?
Oh, they're probably full of shit.
I think it will.
I think it's going to peak sometime. I mean, it may have hit a peak, and maybe it's on the way down. I don't know, but yeah, I think this is pretty accurate. I think it's about hit its stride. With Modern Warfare ending, I mean, I think Modern Warfare was like obviously a ridiculous success for some stupid reason, because I really only liked the first one. But yeah, with that official ending, yeah, Black Ops 2, you know, was. I mean, I don't think Black Ops was all people's favourite, so number 2 wouldn't strike me as popular as the Modern Warfare's.
Yeah, no,
Anyway,
Well,
I think this is
actually,
accurate.
It probably is accurate, mostly because the original team that created the good Call of Duty games no longer makes them, and I think people are realizing that the games haven't been as good since then.
Yeah, that's very true.
And it's
I
like,
don't know,
you know,
like I
it's
said
just
though,
taking
I'd
people a
argue
while.
Infinity War didn't do that great a job on 2 and 3. I mean, I think it went
2 and 3
steadily
what?
downhill from number 1. Modern
Infinity War
Warfare.
didn't make Modern Warfare 3. They made the beginning of it.
Oh,
But it was taken
yes,
over
right,
and made by a
sorry.
different
Yeah,
company.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I
very,
forgot about
very
that.
earlier in the game's development, simply because EA fucking dropped them. Like, that's a whole... Or not
Yeah,
EA. I meant Activision, but... Yeah, I mean, that's a whole huge lawsuit. Like, there's a big thing going on there. I don't know if it's resolved, but yeah. Fucked up. Alright, I was trying to play Black Ops 2 while you're streaming, but it's way too hot and just doing shit.
Where's my Pop-Tart?
What are you...
He's being Nick's kids.
Dad, the Pop-Tarts! Shut up. You're making my kids sound like fucking redneck hillbillies or something.
Hey, I like tarts.
You sure do, Chris.
so
You
does
sure
Liam.
do.
Well,
well.
I know that Activision posted their
Drink.
earnings for Black Ops 2, and it was 400 million at launch, whereas Modern Warfare 3 was 500 million at launch. So it actually did make less. And
Yes, because Modern Warfare 3 was so shit, though. No one really wanted to buy another one.
no, I'm saying Black Ops made less than Modern Warfare 3 at launch.
I know, that's what I'm saying, because Modern Warfare 3 was so bad that why would people get a new game after that? They're like, oh,
Yeah.
this game.
Oh yeah, so yeah. But they also said that that this is only their third biggest launch. Their first being Modern Warfare 2, their second being Modern Warfare... their first being Modern Warfare 3, then Modern Warfare 2, then Black Ops 2, so it definitely is on the decline. In saying that though, it still makes more money than every other gaming franchise in the world, still. But I think that finally people are getting over it. Like, it's this... Yeah, they've done some pretty cool stuff with Black Ops 2, but it's still Call of Duty. Like, you still play it and it still feels like the same game. It's not like... The only good thing about Call of Duty, you know what to expect. You know that the game is going to be a decent game, if not a great game, and you'll play it, and it's fun, and you'll get your worth out of it. But people do want to have, you know, and I think they're starting to realise that.
It makes me sad that so many awesome games come out that are like way better than any of these freaking Call of Duty games, and yet
Yeah.
they don't do half as well as a Call of Duty.
I agree.
It's sad. Really is.
Yeah.
Battlefield being one of them.
Well,
Yeah,
Battlefield did pretty
Battlefield
well.
is a better game. Yeah, but
Battlefield
it's
did
still the
pretty
better
well.
game, and it's still made less than like Skyrim. It still made less. Not Skyrim's a bad game, but like out of like shooters and first-person shooters, like you think that it should be there, but it's just not.
Yeah, the reason it does so
and
well is it's probably the easiest first-person shooter to pick up on.
pick up and play. Yeah, exactly. Well, then you see games like Kingdoms of Amalur just completely crushed that were fantastic games, and they definitely deserved more than what, and it was just coming off the back of a...
Shannon, did you see how
Massive
much?
idea.
Do you see how much Kingdoms of Amalur is selling on Xbox Live for at the moment? Like
109.95.
So what the hell is going on there?
Yeah,
What?
$110. Yeah.
What?
Cheaper
That
than
is-
that in store. What the hell?
Yeah. I know.
That's weird. I say that's got to be a mistake. Someone's made a mistake somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some story details and art have leaked about Bungie's next game. It is called Destiny. I'll give you guys a brief rundown of what the story is. Basically, humans have just started to explore space. They just started colonizing other planets, and then an alien force came and started like wrecking them, and humans are basically forced back into one city on Earth, and where they're being protected by another alien race, which have this big ship above the city. So they've been protected by them. You play someone, I don't know, that basically goes around to all these planets and fights the evil aliens, I guess is what I'm saying.
But what is he? Is he a Master Chief? Does he wear a helmet?
I don't know. It sounds
You know what
sounds a little bit like Halo.
You know
But
what I get? Bungie's like in this contract, right? And they're like, oh, we have to make all these Halo games. Oh, you know what? We're kind of tired of it. We want to go off and do our own thing and do something original and fresh. Let's make the exact same thing.
Yeah, right?
What the hell? Like, that's just weird. Like, you know, I love you,
Although-
Bungie, you're awesome, but that's pretty freaking weird.
Apparently, from all the rumours though, it's going to be a free-to-play MMO though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
you know what'd be crazy, Shannon?
What? Tell me,
Bungie's next game, Titan. Blizzard's next MMO, Fuse. They are the one game they're working together to make Destiny.
Actually,
it is the Destiny.
Actually, by saying that, it's kind of interesting because Activision actually do own Bungie at the moment. They're the ones that are actually contracting Bungie. Activision are the ones doing it. Who are Activision in partnership with? Blizzard.
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 Who's making a new game? Blizzard. Who's making a free-to-play open-world shooter apparently? Blizzard. And who else is doing it? Bungie. That would be, I didn't even think of that, that would be awesome.
That
I'll
would be
play that
fucking
right now.
amazing. I would love that.
Kurt, write it down, let's guess the new game. Write it down.
Alright, Kurt.
Right now.
We got it, mate.
Take a drink, guys. We figured it out.
Cheers, guys.
You heard it here first, ScotchGaming. We broke the news first.
Patent pending.
Blizzard no, but seriously, this actually sounds pretty cool if it was just like a open world MMO-ish game, going around all these planets. Like if they could do planets well, that's the one thing I didn't like about Star Wars as much. Is that they didn't do? I didn't think they did like going to planets as well as you.
Well, they didn't feel like planets. They just felt like zones. So
yeah, like if you can make something feel like a different planet, that'd be crazy cool. So much fun, and I don't know if you could make like a Halo-ish sort of game that's MMO-ish, play with your friends. That'd be fun. That'd be fun, yeah.
That would be fun. You even want to play Halo, and you don't like first-person shooters.
No, that's right. It'd be fun.
There you go.
There we go. That's what we think of that. Anyone else got any thoughts about Destiny?
I reckon it should come out tomorrow. I'm just saying.
Alright. Alright.
So get on it, Bungie.
Our last news topic. Wii has launched in Australia. Yay, new generation. As some people are selling it. How's it going? What do you think about the launch in Australia? Just give me some short stuff about it.
Did Wii come out? I didn't notice. It's been kind of quiet. No, it's comparing it to something like the previous Wii, it's been very, very quiet. Like, you know, when the last Wii came out, we sold out of it like super quick and didn't have it for ages. I don't see us running out this time around. I think
We've still
we
got a
might.
few at work, don't we?
Well, yeah. Although I did sell yours. Sorry.
Oh, no worries, man. Catch you later. See ya.
No, it's still sitting there waiting for you. And yeah, there's been no risk of running out. Like, it's very, very strange. For a console launch, super dead.
Running out of what game, sorry?
Wii U console. Just launched in
Wii U
Australia, man.
console. Oh, right.
When did it come out in America?
Last week, man.
We talked about it on the show.
The 17th.
I wasn't
Nick
here last
wasn't here,
week.
remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
They
Sorry.
shipped a week and a half in the US. My personal thoughts on it is, I think the reason it doesn't seem as big of a launch as the Wii, mind you, I didn't work in retail at that stage selling it, but I think a lot of it comes down to bad marketing on their behalf. And this is what I mean by that. Okay, so the biggest thing about the Wii U is the gamepad, the new tablet controller. We all know that. That's what they've been lauding the whole time. You know, this is going to be great. It's changing games. Now, they completely separated themselves from the actual unit, the console. They didn't want to share any specs. They still haven't shared any specs, hardly. Now, obviously, they wanted to do that because they didn't want people to speculate on how the games would be or how the system would run, and to obviously let off bad publicity or anything like that before the console came out. However, I think it's worked in a completely different way. And what I mean is, I get probably about 80% of my customers ask me about the Wii U, asking if they can buy the gamepad for their old Wii, because they don't see the difference in the actual console. The console looks identical, and there's nothing evoking about the console. You don't think of it being a new console, you think of it being this new controller. And I think that's a bad way of doing it. Yeah, it makes people excited about this brand new way of controlling a game, but they don't think that it's because they get a new console with brand new graphics. Do they at all, Nick? Like, we hardly get anyone, unless you're a devout Nintendo fan that knows the product. All the families, the people that are actually going to buy the Wii U, aren't doing it because they don't know that it's a separate console. They think it's just a brand new controller because that's how...
Well, I think you muted yourself, Shannon. For some reason. Shannon, no, okay, he's speaking. Alright,
no.
we're gonna move on.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your mic died.
Your mic died,
Yeah,
man.
you had some sun. Yeah, but I agree with what you were saying.
Did my mic die?
It cut out a little bit there. Yeah.
Lame.
Yeah. And you know what else?
I think, like, it's actually Vent. I think TeamSpeak is what's
Previously.
going on.
Oh, it's TeamSpeak.
Which,
Yeah.
you guys can hear me yet?
Yeah, sorry about
Yeah,
that,
now
guys.
we can.
Had a little bit of
Yeah.
problem with TeamSpeak there. It's not our fault.
Okay.
You know, technology sometimes screws up in this day and age.
Damn
No,
tight.
it never does. Shut up.
We can't really help it.
So yeah, one of the biggest problems with the Wii was there was no hardcore titles to make, you know, the hardcore gamer want to buy it, and they've fixed that this time around. They've actually got some AAA titles coming out. They seem to like they're going to really support it this time, but there was no word of that, you know, in terms of telling people what they're doing. There was no. I mean, Shannon's completely right about the specs. There was no saying.
Alright, well, cut out again.
You know what I mean? Like the. Oh really? Look, the Wii
That's
U's
not
got-
your fault, Nick.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, look, the Wii U's potential to actually be stronger than the PS3 and the 360 in terms of graphics and gameplay, and yet nobody knows. It's like a little freaking secret that they
Easter
just
egg.
sent. Well, it's a freaking stupid Easter egg.
Alright, Chris, that was a really good payout of Liam before. I noticed no one picked it up. But guys, have a shot. It was a good payout that Chris did before. Well, Wilsey did before of Liam. Have a shot.
I didn't even hear it.
I didn't hear.
It was fantastic. I enjoyed it. I saw you have
did
a drink.
everyone get
No
the
one's-
gist?
I got the gist of it.
Alright, cool.
Are we still cutting out or are we fine?
Yeah, I see Shannon's mouth moving, and it's just.
Yeah, getting massive.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry guys, but you know, sometimes it
That's never
happens.
happened before, has it?
I don't know what.
TeamSpeak, yeah.
Sometimes technology gets in the way of things that we want to do, but what do? We forge ahead because we are fantastic individuals,
Oh, I remember.
full of keen spirit and amazing fortitude. We are like pioneers in this industry and of TeamSpeak podcasting. So let's keep it strong, keep it going. That's pretty much all our news targets done. I don't think there's anything left to cover really. So we're gonna move on to our one game review that we have this week. I don't know if any of you guys can guess what it is. It is Far Cry 3. I know at least 3 of you have been playing the game, so I want to hear some in-depth talk about the game, what you like, what you don't like.
I'm gonna start it.
Anything you want. Take it away.
I'm starting it. I've played the most of the game. I've played about 9... Shut up, idiot. I've played about 9.5 or 10 hours of it. I played a good 6-hour stint yesterday. It was pretty cool. I've...
Played all day
before the-
yesterday.
Yeah, I did. Before the game came out, Kurt was telling me, and I already read that there was a lot of people saying, you know,
Oh, cool.
it was quite hit and miss, the game. Like, I've fallen into the crowd of loving it. I'm playing it on PC, and I made a statement last week, which I kind of don't want to. I wanted to sort of reverse statement. I said, I want there to be a game that renders my computer and pushes it down to its knees. I want a game that actually this is my computer, because up to date I've been able to play everything on Ultra, no frame rate drops, run 60 frames a second, crystal smooth, clear, like a fucking bottle of scotch straight through a pair of ice rocks. Right? Right?
Good description.
Picture that, guys.
That's beautiful.
Now, I got Far Cry 3, and of course, the first thing I did, I turned on all the graphics setting to full. I turned on the top anti-aliasing. It's got like a special anti-aliasing for all foliage and all these like really cool shadowing effects with foliage and view distance and character animation and all this sort of cool shit. So I turned it all up to full, and I got into the game and I was like, why is everything in slow motion? So I thought that something might have been wrong with my computer, so I reset it and installed new drivers, and it improved it a little bit. And then I actually found out by reading some reviews and some stuff on the internet, on the forums and stuff, that this is actually the PC killer. This is like Crysis was back in 2006. Like, it's, unless you have like a brand new computer from today that's about worth $4,000, you are not going to be able to play this game with everything on full. So I have to actually turn things off, which is mildly annoying. But I've come used to it. I'm running at about 40 to 50 frames, depending on the foliage and the setting and stuff like that, which is still entirely playable, and it is on Ultra, so I shouldn't whine too much. But
what did you have to turn down?
So far,
just so we can be clear on that.
Sorry, I had to turn it down. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, what did you have to turn down?
I had to turn off the crazy anti-aliasing that it has, and I had to lower the view distance. I can still see far off to the distance, like it's not like blurry off in the distance. Like you've seen some of the screenshots posted up onto ScotchGaming. By the way,
you just completely cut out there for a second. Should repeat that, man.
Oh, if you guys jump onto facebook.com/ScotchGaming podcast, you can see some of our pics that I've been posting up. Like, it still looks absolutely amazing on my PC, but that's just one screenshot. Like, when it's actually running, it's a bit jittery here and there. But gameplay perspective, I should get into that. I am like genuinely loving it. I think I fall into a very odd crowd of people where I actually really like repetitiveness in games, and I think it comes from playing things like World of Warcraft and MMOs and stuff. That I love the continuous grind, eating things over and over again. Some people get really turned away from that, and I'm not saying that Far Cry is just like the same thing over and over again, but the whole being able to like skin animals, loot their skins, enemies, getting gold, buying stuff, all that sort of like constant progression and constant almost grinding, as well as doing a story, also fantastic, is really, really enthralling me. Like, I love running around and running up the towers to discover new sections of the map and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, like I said, 8.5 hours in, 9 hours in, and I'm still loving it and actually wanting to go back and play it. I got pulled away to play some Torchlight with those fucking idiots.
You're having fun with that though, come on mate. You're having fun with that.
I had fun with that, but yeah, Far Cry 3...
gaming thing.
Far Cry 3 is probably up there, I would say, in my... I'd say my top 3 games this year, for sure. I'm really, really enjoying it. And I recommend that if you guys like games like Skyrim, Fallout, any of those open world style RPGs, because this is a lot more of an RPG than the previous entries. The other entries have been open world shooters and very light on the RPG elements. This is very much an RPG. Like, there's skill points, and one of the cool thing about the skill points is you actually get tattoos on your arm every time you get a new skill, and it actually represents the skill that you've just gotten, which is a really cool feature. Like, most of them are all just in menus. This is actually something in the world that you get to see. So I'm liking it.
Awesome.
I'm loving it, actually. I'm loving it.
What would you give out of 10, do you think?
I would... okay, well, for graphics, if I had a top-of-the-range PC, this is... Sorry, guys, but I'd give it a 10 out of 10 for graphics. I reckon it's the best-looking PC game to date. It's very close to... it's a very close fight between that and Witcher 2 still for me, but I think that the visuals in this game and the animations of the characters, definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. Gameplay-wise and all that sort of stuff, overall, I'd give it a 9. Definitely, I'm really enjoying it.
Alright. Thanks, Jen. That was actually really well done. Anyone else want to chip in some with Far Cry? I know
Awesome.
Liam and Nick, you've been playing it as well, haven't you? Whoever wants to
Yeah.
chip in.
Yeah,
Go,
I'll
go
sum up
first.
mine real.
We'll go Liam
Yeah,
first, just because
Yeah,
he,
Liam.
has,
Yeah,
he hasn't
Liam.
talked that much this show yet. We'll go this Invisible Man.
Alright, Mr. Invisible for the win. I'm playing the game at the moment, and I've had the same problem as Shannon. I can't put everything up on Ultra. I'm let down, because considering I only got my PC this year, so... But, the visuals on it are amazing. The game... but it's still good, like what Shannon said.
Exactly what I said, mate.
Yeah, exactly what you said. The villain in it is actually really good. I like the villain. He's a little deviant bastard, and I can't wait to put a bullet in his head.
Oh yeah, I should actually mention that the characterization and the voice acting in this game is absolutely top notch. I need to say that,
Amazing.
yeah.
A lot of mature themes in this game as well, like fucking... You're on the
Right.
island, yeah, and it's...
You're cutting out quite a bit.
Oop, we've all cut it.
Sorry, we all cut out. It's not you guys at home. It's us. We apologise.
We're all fuckhead.
We're all
That's
TeamSpeak.
funny.
Sometimes internet is batty, so we'll just keep going.
And another cool feature about it is that Shannon did mention was when you get injured and you heal yourself, you physically repair yourself. You aren't like, just say for instance you actually pull your dislocated finger back into place. Shannon mentioned that if you get shot, you actually pluck a bullet out with a knife, which is pretty cool. I'd say it's one of the most grotesque ways of healing yourself in gaming so far.
Yeah, it's very in your face.
Yeah.
But intentionally in your face, and it really sets the mood.
Oh yeah,
Like,
every time the guy...
Sorry, sorry.
Every time the guy pulls his finger back, I just get a cringe like, ugh.
I was actually about to say that, like, the sound is perfect. Like, it actually sounds like you're breaking your own bones.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Oh.
crazy.
Alright,
Oh look, I'm doing it right now. Ugh.
Nick, we'll finish off with you. Let's talk about what you think about
Liam always
Far Cry.
pulls his own bin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drink.
Have a
Drink.
drink.
Get stuck in your fish, Shannon. You're asshole, mate.
You know what? I can't add too much on top of what these guys have already said.
You didn't
So
play
I'll sum
console
up.
though, yeah?
What's the console
I have been
perspective
playing
of the
on-
graphics?
Yeah,
Look, hey, I've got no complaints. I mean, I can't, having not really seen the PC graphics by comparison, you know, I can't compare them. But I mean, that looks fantastic on a console. In my opinion, it's great. It's as looking as any game I've played on the console. I could pretty much sum up my love for Far Cry 3 in 3 words: Skyrim with guns.
Yeah.
It's man,
It's
I
Skyrim
love
with guns,
Skyrim.
man. Yeah.
Skyrim's like my favourite game, so I'm loving this game. 9 out of 10. Maybe a chance of going 10 out of 10 when I put more time in. I have a feeling it'll be one of those games that I'm really going to get sucked in when I've played for a longer amount of time.
Well, just to give you guys an idea, and before we finish off the Far Cry 3 review, like I said, 8.5, 9 hours so far in game time. I haven't checked since last I played, but I reckon it'll be around that. 23% complete, that's all I'm up to.
Well,
So
wow.
if I times that by 4, that's almost a 40-hour game. So that's a
have you
nice
made it-
length.
Have you made
I just lip read you. No, I haven't made it to the second island.
Oh, well, there you
guys.
go, 'cause apparently there's multiple islands, so...
Just
Yeah.
quickly, I'm going to show you guys the our Facebook page. Shannon posted a few screenshots on there. I'm going to show you guys the pictures that we that he put up just for you guys quickly on the stream. Alright, that's a picture of a girl with 2 guys with guns behind her. I think, like, holy, it's crazy, like, how good it looks. And then the last one I'll show you guys is just an environment Shannon posted up with a lot of foliage. It looks like a dungeon or something that's going on. The trees look really realistic. If you guys can see that now, it's fucking amazing. So, I don't know if you can see that, if you ever saw that, Nick, but that is what the game is like. I don't think much else can surpass it. It just looks fucking amazing. Shannon is actually going to be posting up a video of some gameplay that he did.
And I want to
today.
say, guys, oh, if I didn't fuck my camera up, I have to say, the footage that I have, I took about 5 or 6 different videos to get exactly what I want, and I'm pretty happy with what I've got. I do chain killing with my crossbow, and also doing a lot of jumping takedowns and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool, I have to admit. I bring my FPS suaveness into an open world RPG.
Awesome. You guys have almost convinced me to actually buy this game, so...
Almost.
Almost.
You're doing a good job.
Dude, you need to fucking this game, like
Just
cereal.
fucking buy it.
Alright, I'll think about it.
Game.
Alright, so... I think I mentioned this before, but this is episode 13, and it's our last podcast for the year. Next week, obviously, well, not obviously, but some of our favourite members will be going to do the Battle of the Bands thing in Melbourne. They're in the finals. They'll probably win because they're amazing, but they won't be here.
Thanks.
The week
Thanks,
after,
Kurt.
the week
Thanks,
after
Kurt.
that is
Cool guy.
getting close to Christmas, then all that sort of stuff. Christmas is coming up, so we're going to take a break for the holidays. Nick's got his kids. I've got like everything in the world.
I always have my kids.
Family stuff, family.
Kids.
Family, Christmas, carols, joy. We're gonna have to take a break for that. So we thought for the since this is the last show, and it's the end of the year, we were going to discuss some of the games that came out this year, anticipated games, our favourite games, all that sort of stuff. What we're going to do, Shannon's going to write down what we do for each category, and then on the Facebook page we're going to do
Yes,
some...
I am.
Do
I better get on it then. Better grab the notepad.
We're
I
going-
had no idea this was happening.
I like to surprise my host as well. But we're going to do some polls as well. So we each are going to give our thoughts on it. Then we're going to do some polls, and we're going to get the results from the community, basically just to see what you think, and see if you agree with us, see if you don't agree with us. So our first topic, and I'll expect one answer from you all. You can't do some wishy-washy fucking, this game and this game. So back in 2011, when 2012 was just starting, what was your most anticipated game for 2012? Shannon, we'll start with you.
Definitely for me it was Diablo 3. I'd never played the previous Diablo games before, but always wanted to and tried to play the first two, but you know, at that stage they were way too old and the community was already pretty tight and the graphics were kind of crappy, so I wanted to wait for number 3, and off the success of StarCraft 2 I was really excited, so definitely Diablo 3 for me was my most anticipated.
Excellent. Nick, we'll go with you, mate.
Mass Effect 3, that was this year, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. Mass Effect, the most anticipated game of the year.
We'll explain. Try to explain why. So say like the game and why you wanted to play the game.
Anyone who
Nick.
played Mass Effect 2 will know why I was anticipating it. Like, it was such an epic freaking saga. If you'd played number 1 and 2, the continuing, the fact that your endings carried over. I mean, there's a million reasons Mass Effect is still, in my opinion, one of the best series, regardless of what people have said about number 3.
I want to go on the record and say my favorite games of all time.
So just repeat
That
that.
game-
You cut out a little bit.
I'm
Mass Effect
assuming-
2 was one of my most favorite games of all time, just to go on the record.
Yeah.
All right.
Nicky cut out.
Wilson, go to yours. What was your most anticipated game of 2012?
The game I played on 12 or
Oh, that you
DayZ? Is DayZ 2012?
no, back in 2011. What were you anticipating the most
Oh,
in
good.
2012? I told you to think about it, mate.
Was it 3 that came out this year?
Sorry, you cut
Well, I
out
don't
a
know.
little bit.
Oh, sorry. I'm still anticipating it. Maybe I'll play it by the end of the year finishes.
What game was it? Sorry.
But Assassin's Creed.
Alright.
Oh,
Yeah, I haven't played it yet.
Dark-
Ubisoft, thanks.
Dark
It's their fault, apparently.
Trance.
Yeah, it is.
It is actually. Fucking Uplay. Burn in a fucking hole.
I would have to say my most anticipated game of this year was likely...
I don't know. You cut out again quickly.
Why does it cut out? Like,
I don't know.
Why would you say the game? It cuts out.
Yeah.
Alright, so I would say the most anticipated game of the year that I had so far, or this year, was Halo 4. Or just,
Excellent. Leah.
Can you cut out while you try to make it live as well?
Fucking team speak.
Why does it happen when we just did a show? Like it was working fine all day.
Liam, we'll go with you. What was your most anticipated game of 2012?
Mine was also Mass Effect 3.
Fantastic. Next person.
Alright, Drake. That was a good payout, mate. Oh, what?
Say that I hate you all.
What was my most
you, mate.
My most anticipated game? I think. Can you guys hear me?
And I've cut out again, haven't I?
Yeah, we all cut out.
I really fucking did. Never mind.
Doing that entire speech was good.
Well, thank God it's the end of the year.
And we're drinking, so it's all fine. I think my most anticipated game, actually was World of Warcraft, Mr. Pandaria.
mate, you didn't anticipate that. You know,
I
we both thought
anticipated
it was
it.
gonna be shit.
Alright.
He thought about it, eh?
I thought about it. Back at the start of the before 2012 came around, I was really anticipating it. Then I went to a stage of not anticipating it, and then I anticipated it again. So at the start, I was anticipating it quite a lot. So, Mr. Pandaria, that's my final answer. Lock it in. Alright, guys. That was no. I think I did it because I love World of Warcraft, right? And it was amazing. You can't hear? You can't hear what I'm saying?
Now I can.
Now there's
You know what? Actually, I'm going to change this channels for a second in TeamSpeak. So, guys, sorry for what's going to happen.
I'll do it.
User left your
You're gonna hear a lot of
user was moved
sound.
out of your channel. You were moved. User was moved to your channel. Moved to your channel.
There we go.
Alright, you guys probably heard all that user was moved. I'm sorry, whoever's listening to the podcast. I apologize.
I just noticed.
But we can't do it. It's still happening. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's still fucking happening. Can anyone hear me? It's fucking silent. Everything is silent. Vent, can you hear me? Come on, mate. Okay. Alright, something's happening.
Connection lost.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Gonna use this.
User entered.
Alright.
Oh, never mind. Fuck that, sideways. Fuck that, back. Are we back? Don't you?
No, alright.
We're back.
We're back. I apologize for that. We actually all just got disconnected from TeamSpeak.
Now, obviously, when this goes to podcast, Kurt's probably going to edit that whole section
Yeah.
out.
I'm not editing out anything. It's all going
great.
in.
Can you like record? Can you record some voices over when we were just talking with like nothing? That'd be funny.
Nah, I'll actually probably edit it out. But I apologize. Obviously, we can't do anything when the internet decides to just go fucked.
Should we actually use Skype mics just for this last 10 minutes?
Nah, we'll be fine. It'll be alright.
It cut out again though.
We'll just.
That didn't.
It'll be fine. Alright.
Oh.
Did you guys hear what my most anticipated game was? Mr. Pandora, because
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
because it was a fucking cool game, right? And I love it. All right, so let's go next segment. What was your favorite game of 2012? We'll do reverse order. Start with me. My favorite game of 2012, I think, was Walking Dead. The Walking Dead series was fucking amazing. The episodic format was. Can you guys still hear me? You guys can't hear me, can you? You guys are fucked. All right, we're on Skype. So.
Sound resumed.
I apologize for this, guys.
Can you hear me?
Alright, we're going on.
I can hear.
We're going on
User
Skype.
entered your channel.
Alright, you
Sound
Skype.
resumed.
I mean,
What's
My
your-
favourite game
User entered your channel.
We're going Skype, sorry guys.
What's he saying?
Sound
Glad I got that out.
resumed.
I know.
Microphone activated.
Alright bro, we're going Skype, so can you just turn on your Skype. Turn on your Skype stuff, alright? Yeah?
You want me to go on Skype?
Yeah, no.
on, Mayor.
Actually, no, we'll be right. We should be right, actually.
What?
Skype, not too bad. As long as you get headphones.
Alright, alright, let's go.
Hello.
Yeah, there we go.
No, actually, just go back to TeamSpeak. Go back to TeamSpeak. It's really bad. It's really bad on Skype here. Everyone go back to TeamSpeak.
Alright.
Well, can you guys hear me?
Connection lost.
Yeah, I can hear you, but everyone else is kind of bad.
User entered your
Teams well.
channel.
Dude,
as well,
just,
then.
just dead, man.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
back.
just go Skype.
That's what we're doing.
Disconnected.
Alright, awesome. We're at Skype now, so this will be fun. End of the podcast. Fucked all hell. Liam's
Oh my
not
God.
here anymore, so whatever. Who gives a shit? What was... Alright, Drake! Drake! Alright, what was your most anticipated game for 2012?
You hear me?
I can
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
you. Chris Mayer, what was your most anticipated game for 2012?
I already told you what that was.
We
Halo 4.
couldn't hear you.
Oh, Halo 4 is my most anticipated game. I wasn't sure how good it was
Oh
going
no,
to be, but
I know, sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, we're discussing our
It's
favorite game this year. My favorite game was the Walking Dead series, obviously. It was fucking amazing.
Anyone
I
here?
didn't. Good, I like it.
We can hear you, Nick, you're fine.
Hey, you're good.
So, it was really, really good. The amount of effort they put into the storyline was fucking insane. I loved it, all the way around. I thought it was amazing.
Nick! He's not wearing pants!
What just
Nick's
happened?
not wearing...
Alright, Chris.
Stand up
What was-
again.
Chris, what was your favorite game for the year?
Oh my
Favorite
God.
game of the year? Well, I'm gonna have to say it was Mr. Pandaria. I spent the most time playing that so far. Probably.
Are you still writing all this
Yeah,
down,
I'll either-
Shannon?
Yeah, I'm writing it all down, of course I am.
Awesome. Alright. Wilson, what was your favorite game for the year?
League Legends.
Wow, 30.
That's it. I like League of Legends. It's just I want to play it all the time. For some reason it keeps bringing me back. I don't know.
Alright. Nick, what was your favorite game of the year?
Nick?
Nick. He can't hear us.
I think you can't hear us.
Yeah, alright. We'll go...
Alright.
Shannon, what was your favorite game of the year?
Mine was Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs was my favorite game this year.
Awesome.
My favorite game.
Really?
There we go, Nick's there.
Are you there, Nick? Nick?
He
Can you hear
obviously
us?
doesn't have Skype sounds coming through.
Yeah, just like poke him or something. Or, I don't know, figure him out.
I don't know how to change that sort of shit.
Yeah, I don't know either. Man, we're entering a new world of fucked up today. Liam being on the podcast obviously destroyed us all. Drake.
Always, man. Always.
Drink.
Alright, what was your surprise hit of 2012 that you thought was pretty cool, that you didn't think it was going to be that amazing?
Okay. Why not? I'd probably say I knew that it was built on a foundation of a fantastic game, but with a new team and all that sort of stuff, it could have definitely gone the way of the Dodo and gone really bad and just died. So definitely XCOM. That was the surprise hit for me, and it sold really well as well.
Awesome. Nick, I don't know if you can hear me or not. Yes? No? Nick? Pointing at you, mate? No, still can't hear me. We'll go Wilsey.
Hey, what is the question?
What was your surprise hit of 2012?
What game did you like the most that you weren't? That you weren't. You didn't think you were going to. Say Guild Wars 2.
No, yeah. Guild Wars 2 for the most part, but at the end,
Hang
yeah,
on.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
surprise hit, the game that actually came out this year that you actually enjoyed playing, which was Guild Wars 2.
Oh, yeah.
But-
Yeah, cool.
There you go.
And Chris, Dark Trance Mayor.
Black Ops 2. I expected it to be shit. I wasn't even gonna buy it, and it turned out to be a pretty fun game. It's pretty enjoyable to play. It's a little surprising to me.
My most surprising game, I thought, was Torchlight 2. I thought it was just going to be a fun little thing. I might play for a little bit. Turned out to be a fucking crazy cool game. A lot of fun. I'm fucking happy about it. Happy about it. After that, what was your biggest letdown of 2012? Go bit of a downer here. Shannon
Hey.
Miller.
Can someone act?
Hey,
I have no idea what's going on.
You can hear you, dude.
can you hear us?
Well, no one's in here, so they can't be talking over this.
We can hear you, Nick.
Nick? Nick, we can...
My microphone's unmuted and I can't hear shit.
We can hear you though, mate. We can hear you.
I have no idea. Doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like it, he says.
Nick,
What
we
happened?
can hear
Yes,
you.
yes.
We can hear
Oh,
you.
okay.
Nick.
Go back on
What's going
T-Speed.
on?
Go back on T-Speed. T-Speed's
What?
working.
Oh, T6's working, let's go. No, it's not, Kurt.
Right, where are we?
Oh, wow, it is working.
Oh,
wow.
Were you guys still going on? I couldn't hear shit.
Yeah, we were still going on. We were going on for sure, man. No, it's not working. I can't hear. Hold on 1 second, guys. I apologize.
TS is gonna crash again.
Yeah, we're going back on. We're going back on this. I
Oh.
apologize. All the fuck around.
Connection lost.
It's a bit weird. It's fuck. I don't know what's happening. The worst possible time for it to happen. It happens.
Nick, can you hear us?
Hey guys.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
like-
me, Nick?
I still don't. I don't know. It's dropping in and out, man. I can't hear anything.
All right. Well,
Do just a big ending.
I'm not getting
right now.
anything on Scott.
Just give an ending.
all right. We need to turn this down.
Hold on.
What is your last two topics? What was the biggest letdown? Shannon, go.
Middle.
Metal Gear. All right. Chris Wilson. What was your biggest letdown?
Guild Wars 2 ending.
All right. That's bad.
I don't know.
All right. Dark Trance. Dark Trance.
He didn't unmute his Skype. Unmute your Skype, mate.
Alright, anyway. Shannon and I were really drunk one night, and he's like, yo, you gotta get this game, man. It's gonna be so fucking sick. And I was like, okay, I'll get it. And sure enough, I got it, and we played it, and we're like, oh, this is pretty fun. Fuck game. And then the next day we woke up and we played it again, and we realized we were just wasted.
Medal of Honor for those guys in here.
And my game would have had to be, I think, I want to say Star Wars: The Old Republic, but it was technically released last year.
No,
Can I-
you want to say Assassin's Creed 3.
Can I still say Star Wars: Republic?
Yeah,
I can't.
technically it came out in Australia this year.
Alright, Star Wars: The Old Republic. I thought the storyline was amazing, but like the end game, that was the game that I wanted to be playing as the new World of Warcraft, but it didn't happen, so it disappointed me, I think. Moving on to our last topic. What's your most anticipated game of 2013? We'll go. Myself, my most anticipated game is Elder Scrolls Online. I'm looking forward to that so much. I think it's gonna be my new casual game that I can play.
By the way, guys, TS is working.
That's alright. We'll just continue. We'll finish it off here.
This year.
Chris Mayer, what's your most anticipated game of 2013?
New Grand Theft Auto for sure. Looking forward to that game. Should be pretty fun. I'm actually playing 4 right now on my computer.
Awesome. Very nice.
It's pretty fun.
We can hear it, so you know we know it's
Oh,
good.
I'll mute my mic. Hold on.
Alright, Chris Wilson, what's your most anticipated game?
Probably Skyrim online as well. I'll have to get that.
Alright. Shannon, finish it off. What's your most anticipated game, 2013? Take it away.
Well, even though the beta's not so crash hot at the moment, I'm gonna say Heart of the Swarm. StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. That's my one. I can't wait to get back into StarCraft 2. Play some of the new units. Hopefully the balance is fixed. Bring on 2013 fucking Scotch gamers. Bring the fucking shit on.
Alright, we really apologise for the sound issues that happened in the show. I'm probably just not going to even take it out of the podcast, to be honest. I think it's just fucking... It's behind the scenes look of what happens in your favourite show that we have to deal with on a daily basis. Technology's not perfect in this day and age. The world's not perfect. Things that we like don't happen. It's an improvising world. We improvised. We went from TeamSpeak to Skype. It happens.
Back to TeamSpeak, back to Skype. It's a weird world.
It's just fucking deal with it. We'll get Nick's answers after the show. We will get Liam's answers for his questions after the show. We'll put the polls up on Facebook, or Shannon will. And it's going to be amazing. So, we thank you for this year of Scotch Gaming, and we'll be back with you next year for Scotch Gaming. We'll just do a few quick shout-outs. Shannon, give you shout-outs.
Check my favourite episode on facebook.com/myfavourite with the Australian spelling of favourite. We're playing next at the SP Grand Finals, so I can't fucking wait to come back next year and tell you guys that we won. Plus, the second week of January, we are recording our first CD. We're recording our first CD, and yeah, we might have some other info to share with you guys for later on in January as well, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that's about it.
Alright, awesome. Nick, can you hear me at all? Nah, you can't. You're crazy. Chris Mayer, what's your shout out?
Shout out to all the Scotch gamers out there watching us this year, and
awesome.
Keep on watching.
Alright, awesome. Wilsey, finish it off. Oh, well, not finish it off, but
well, thanks for watching everyone, and yeah, it's pretty good. It was a fun ride.
Alright.
Also, thanks for my girlfriend for sitting out for an hour and a half.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Chris's girlfriend.
For the dog house tonight.
Alright, and you can reach us on www.facebook.com/ScotchGamingPodcast. You'll find us there over the holidays. We'll be posting a lot of stuff up there, doing streams, all that sort of stuff, just to keep you entertained while we don't have a podcast happening. Thank you to all our hosts for enduring this podcast. I know the end was horrible. Not much you can do. Thank you all for listening over this year, and apologise obviously for this podcast. But, you know, it's fucking amazing. It was a good fucking time. You can reach us. You can reach me on Twitch. www.twitch.tv/Krazak. We're going to end it off. Thank you for tuning in this year. And have a good Scotch. Catch you later.